You see me?
I ain't seen nothing yet.
You on my live?
I don't know.
Let me see.
It should have sent me a notification that you went live, I would think.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Just go to my page.
On this one too.
Huh?
So I'm looking at the same thing on this one, so if you get it for me.
You know what? I'm on.
You got an extra charger just in case I'm going to get loud? I'm on.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, look, just.
Either one. I'm not sure. What's that one on percent battery?
46.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Hold on. Let me get where I'm going to find me. Here it is, George Tucker. Now, I should see you on there. Now, guess what?
You have to point the phone at myself? Or
at you. Because I'm about to add you.
So I'm about to hold the phone those up?
Booyah. I just added you.
Okay.
You see yourself now? You see yourself added.
Join.
It says adding. What is it doing?
Please allow camera to microphone access.
Yeah.
Tap privacy, switch camera. It's like it's trying to process, I believe.
Let me see. Allow access. It says switch it on. Your microphone was off. Okay. There you are. Now you ought to be there. Hold on. It say you're watching. I'm going to try to add you again. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. Bub Tucker. Did it send you the invite to add?
I don't know. I'm looking at the same thing now. It's kind of, I got a bad delay over here. Oh, it just, yours cut off. See, it's actually won't like to hit it again.
Well, you have bad reception.
Yeah, I only have one bar.
Oh, shit.
You want to set your phone up? You can do live just on yours?
Well, if I do,
should be able to share it, huh?
Yeah, but if we do it like that, I want you to be able to be seen. You go because
if we put the phone back this way and you can see what I was sitting here,
in other words, we got to sit on top of each other. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get this in here.
Let me see.
Damn.
Go to your page and see if it'll let me.
How about this? Let's see.
Join it.
You see you? Do you see yourself?
Yeah, I see what's up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it back even further because I think people are more interested in hearing than they are seeing. Hell.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I can get back this way.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all this and keep moving it back until I can get where we can both be seen. And how about that?
Hold on, I'm starting to watch part. Let me see if it'll.
Yeah, get all that going. We're gonna have this conversation tonight, bro. Oh, let me see. God dog it. What happened?
No,
Two
I'm watching
done.
you right now. It's a little delayed, but.
No, we'll just do it like leave yours where they can watch. You know what I'm saying? That way there'll be more people watching. To be your people, my people, the people. How about that? Because this thing now, can everybody hear? Let me get my hell.
You want to turn it?
Let me see.
Yeah, I would think that'd work, huh?
Rotation. Wednesday. We both have work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we're gonna go and get started. And I'll use this one to read comments because I can't see that.
Yeah.
I work with real progressive bifocals.
Yeah.
So I can't
I
see
got
that.
contacts, man, but they're not too strong.
Oh, you all, I'm gonna try one last time to be able to make it where you can see us.
We can shoot back. You know what I mean?
Now,
It might be a little ways. I think they
there
got
we
audio,
go.
huh?
Oh, man. How about coming over a little bit more?
All right.
Now, here we go. You all, tonight, I felt compelled this morning to reach out to a man I've never met before, never heard of before. I woke up this morning doing my normal thing. I wake up, unfortunately, I'm hooked on social media. So I decided I'd wake up and do my normal little trolling just to see what's going on, check out how things are going in different cities as it relates to the protests that are sparking up.
Live now, huh? Finally, now it's live. Looks live up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, we want to watch it right there.
Gotcha. Cool.
This is just to make sure that your people, because it won't be a delay there, just we on top of each other.
I don't know if I got any people, Joe.
Oh, we got people. Everybody got people. But this is the deal, y'all. I've never met Bub before in my life. I've never heard of Bub before in my life. I woke up this morning and I saw a whole lot of comments, and it appeared that there was some strong emotions being expressed by people that I'm very familiar with. And I started seeing a lot of local people. And of course, there are going to be a lot of people commenting on what's going on right now as it relates to the death of George Floyd and the pain that some of us feel and the seemingly lack of concern that others are not just feeling, but expressing. And it is starting to create some real rifts in all communities. And I knew that there were some people who had extreme views. And I feel that everybody's entitled to that. But my concern was when I saw that there was a person in Tangipahoa Parish who was running. I didn't know what was running. I don't know what the race was now, this fall, or the race was last year. But I'm looking at a person who has a flyer up on his page running for mayor, and it's got a whole shitstorm going about white everything, white this, white that, black this, black that. And I grew up saying in the parish, and most of the people that feel that extreme, white people in saying in the parish that feel that extreme and feel that boisterous are true criminals and will kill you because they feel entitled to kill you. And although they hope they don't go to jail, they still feel like there won't be anything happening to them when they go to jail. But when I look at his page, I said, it's not even making sense. Now, either I'm going to find out he is authentically a true white pride, white supremacist, or I'm going to find out that he's got some really strong views that are based on some things that are either missing or that he would like to remove from his life. Because there's no way, and from me watching this, there's no way that this kind of expression can be that authentic in Ponchatoula. To me, in Ponchatoula, when you went to Ponchatoula High, not St. Paul or some private school, you live in Ponchatoula, you work in Ponchatoula, and then all of a sudden a climate is created where this person goes from being confident to being a little offensive to being what appears to be a downright monster. And I'm like, hey man, I don't know about anybody else, but I grew up loving that. I used to love to find them and fight them.
Yeah, that's good.
But as an adult, I want to know. Now, if he was, now you see, and you gotta understand, this is Bub Tucker. This is George Tucker.
Two different people.
This is Hammond, and we were supposed to do this at a place where I realized this is not something I want to have, because I don't know how long this lasts. Because I'm not trying to take over everything. I want Bub to express what makes him post this kind of stuff and still be running for mayor.
I'm not running.
I'm talking about you ran for mayor.
Sure.
So
what did you run for, Jordan?
I ran for state rep. We're both failed,
Yeah.
unsuccessful politicians.
Yes.
I ran against Governor John Bell Edwards when he first ran for state rep.
Okay.
We made it through the primaries. He and I were in the runoff. He ultimately won.
Okay. Old John Bell, huh?
But yeah, Governor Bell, John Bell Edwards.
Yeah. I'll stick with John Bell.
But see, what I do know is that Ponchatoula is a small city, but a big town.
Yeah.
And if you're running for mayor, and these are kind of views you have, what did you have in store for black folks?
I don't know, George.
Thorough ass kickings?
I don't know, George.
But I'm saying, did you even contemplate black citizens?
Have I?
No, yeah, you were running for mayor.
I sure did.
And in your contemplation, where did you place them?
Where did I place them?
Yeah.
As high as they want to place themselves.
No. See, that's a different. See,
no, it's not a different story.
No, well, I listen. I'll shut
Okay.
up. Now, explain.
You ran as an elected official.
I ran for election.
Election. That's
Yeah.
right. So I'm sure you looked at the stats, right?
Tell me what stats. There's a
right. Okay. How many black voters are there in Ponchatoula?
Oh, I didn't run for Ponchatoula.
I know you did. How many
listen
black voters were there in what you
We
ran?
were 60%.
60% out of the state?
We were 60% of that district.
Of that district. What
Yeah.
district was that?
District 72.
Okay. Well, I can tell you in Ponchatoula, the black voting base makes up about roughly 29.9% of the voting base.
Got you.
Okay.
So,
I'm sure you know Mr. Tony Masardi.
No, I don't. I don't.
You know, Mr. Tony ran for something. He created this My People Vote app that, most politicians use. It's an application on your phone. It gives you stats that would give you the same thing you can get from the Secretary of State.
Got you.
It's at it's at your fingertips, right? You can click it.
I got
It's
you.
just technology.
Okay.
Okay. So you run the stats. How many black voters are there in Ponchatoula? There's
Gotcha.
29.9% roughly.
Okay.
Okay. When you look at that, most politicians like yourself, I'm sure you've heard this before, tell you don't mess with anybody but the 4 and the 5-star voters, which are your chronic voters, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your chronic voters, do you know how much that would make up in Ponchatoula? The
I'm
4
listening.
and the 5 stars?
I'm listening.
There's roughly 1,300 registered voters or 1,500 registered voters, black voters in Ponchatoula.
Mm-hmm.
And of those 1,500, those are considered 4 and 5 stars are roughly 200 of those people.
Okay.
Okay. My thing is with the black communities is this: you have power. Your power's in the people. Your power's in the numbers. It always is. But if you don't get up and vote and sit back on your butts and bitch about everything that goes on, but don't act upon it, how do you ever expect these politicians to ever put any money into your communities?
I'm glad you mentioned that. Now, as an elected official,
Sure.
are you there for the voters or for the citizens? Because you just told me how many percentage of the citizens were black,
That's right.
but you started trying to talk about how many of them are voters. So you don't give a shit about the non-voters.
No, I can tell you this right now.
Hold on. I'm not talking about for election. I'm talking about now you're elected.
Okay.
Because your mind is all about voters.
No,
My
it's
mind,
not.
okay, well,
We
I
talked about black people and their voting and what I thought about black people.
yeah,
That's what we talked about.
but I was talking
Let's
about,
don't skew the words now.
well,
okay?
I don't
You
know
talked
what
about what was your initial question?
I said, so what did you have in store for them?
To them.
And you said whatever they had.
That's right. And what I was getting at is this. You first of all, you got to get up and vote if you want change. First of all, I was for the people, not anybody else. If I wasn't for the people, maybe I wouldn't have funded my own campaign and spent over $25,000 of my own money. Because you know what happens, George? Because you've ran for election before. Tell me this doesn't happen within our communities. Okay, you go out there and you ask for donations, and you run to this one, you asking for money, and you run to this one, you asking for money, and it's all these highfalutin people, right? And they give you that cash and say, "Here, bud, I want you to run." Okay, what's that then in store turn around and do? Because they gave you some money to run that campaign. You now owe them something. Okay, will we agree?
No, what I'm trying to, I'll listen. I won't disagree. I'll keep listening.
Okay.
Because what I'm hearing you talk about is if they fund you, well, let's you fund yourself. Does that make you a dictator?
No, what I told you is this. Don't skew my words again. Okay?
It's not your words.
No,
It's a question.
I told you, no, it is, but you're turning my words around.
I'm not turning your words around. I'm asking.
Did you let me speak?
I did, and you asked me a question.
Okay. No, I didn't ask you a question.
I got you. I listen.
Okay. What you asked me is this. What did you have in store for them?
And I'm still waiting on that answer.
And then you asked me, what was your next question?
No, that hasn't been answered. You said whatever got in store for themselves. Then you start talking about numbers. I still haven't gotten an answer.
Numbers. Because you asked me, was I going to be for the people? Okay. That was your next question. Was I going to be for the people? No, you asked me, what did I run for? Did you run to be a dictator? Did you run to be for the people? And I said, I ran for the people. I said, you won't find a person like me that went out there and funded their own campaign. Why do you think I did that, George?
I don't know.
Because I don't have anybody to owe it back to anybody but the people.
But
what I tried to do is I spent more time within the black communities because you know what they were? They had a large amount there that wouldn't get up and vote. So what did I try and do? I tried to go out there and get them up to vote. I went to the black churches. I sat in there with them. I hung out with them, talked to them about their problems, talked to them about the issues. Okay. And you know what happened? At the end of the day, they didn't get up off their ass and go vote. So how can you help people that won't act for themselves?
You know, I hear that and it sounds really, high road. But I was
the numbers don't lie, George.
But people lie.
No, the numbers don't lie.
But you lie.
I don't lie about nothing.
You got to be lying. If you
tell me,
lying?
Go look at the numbers.
I don't give a damn about no numbers.
Why you don't give a damn?
Because I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you, and what I'm saying is,
no, first of all, you're raising your voice out.
We both are.
No, we're not. I'm sitting here like this. I'm sitting back, relaxed with a bottle of water.
Bub, I want to tell you something. When I sit and hear you talk about, when I sit and see you post something about they need to go on a deal with the fatherless black kids.
They do.
Okay.
You want to know why?
No, I want to hear why.
Because within the black community, some of the highest rate of fatherless families are within the black communities.
What? I want you to wait until I finish.
See,
I don't want you to talk when I'm talking.
Yeah. Okay? Well, remember that.
We need to both remember that. Now, what is a fatherless kid?
A person that grows up without a father.
Okay, and when you say when a person grows up without a father, does that include those who lose a father when they're young?
No. I'm talking about.
But that's fatherless, right? So I'm trying to figure, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about families that are divorced or split. The father's still out there, but is not involved in the child's life.
No. Now you're saying not involved. Okay, what is involved?
A part of the child's life.
What is a part? I'm trying to figure out when you start making.
What would you think would be a part of a child? Part of a child's life.
I'm not the person that.
Do you have children, George?
I have one.
Are you a part of their life?
Look, let's start.
Do you go to their baseball games? Do you go to their football games? Do you go meet with your teachers, George? Do you do that for your child? Because that's what I would call involved, George. You asked me for a definition, and I'm giving it to you.
But I'm asking you, so fatherless, you can have a father if he doesn't live in the house.
He needs to be involved.
You
asked me what my definition of
involved. Now I'm asking you how strict your definition is, Bub. Because you gave me an example. Now I need to keep going so I can see what else is excluded, so I can figure out how much of a hypocrite you are, or if you really believe this as strictly as you're saying it. Because the stuff you're saying sounds hypocritical.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It does matter to me, because I want you to understand this.
One person.
Bub,
do you think it sounds like that everybody out there? George?
I want you to.
It doesn't.
I just wanted you to examine how strongly you speak, because to me,
I know how strongly I speak.
But what I'm saying
is, I stand on everything I say.
You can stand on it, but that don't mean you can stand on it. Somebody try to knock you out, because I'm going to show you that, Bub. You talking about
now? You being an angry black man, George.
But you know what? You're being an ignorant white man.
That's fine.
You see, I'm not angry. I'm just offended with how ignorant you sound.
No, but that's okay. But I can sit here and not call you names, George.
Yeah, not a name.
All I can do is say you're an angry black man.
So ignorant is not a name. It's an adjective, just like angry. So I may take offense. You calling me angry.
Well, you can take offense to whatever you
sound
want.
Like you took offense.
Free country.
But you took offense. Sound like you took offense. Me calling you ignorant.
No.
Okay, well, we good. I didn't call you a name.
Do you think you're the only black person in the last 2 days that's called me ignorant?
I'm not dealing with
Do you think you're the only black person in the next 3-4 days that's going to call me ignorant, George?
How about this? I think there are more white people that call you ignorant.
You're better than this.
I
really thought I was going to come here with an educated black man and have an educated education.
But see, listen how you
So I'm waiting on that education to come out of you, George.
Listen to me. All of that sounds great.
That's good.
But I want you to understand this, though, Bub.
Yeah.
When you
both understand.
I want you to understand this, though.
Yeah.
When you make a statement about fatherless kids, Your kids are fatherless.
No, they ain't.
Either you live with your wife or you don't.
They're not fatherless.
Either you don't have kids, so you are, and you're single and you don't have kids, or you're divorced and single and your kids are fatherless. No. So when you start throwing rocks, make sure you don't live in a glass house.
George, why are you an angry black man?
Look, I live with it. See,
I'm sorry. Me and my ex didn't work out, but I'm gonna tell you.
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to tell me.
We talk every day.
That doesn't have anything to do with whether your kids they're still fatherless.
I go to the school.
But
they live with me, George. 6 months out of the year.
Oh,
she's got them 6 months out of the year.
That's still.
It's called 50-50, George.
Well, how do you know?
I'm sorry. You asked me what involved was, and I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that upset you,
No,
George.
it doesn't upset me. But what I want to do is, if you understand that your kids.
I know, but you asked me. You're trying to make a point to piss me off and talk about my kids, and you can't.
Talk about your kids.
Yeah.
So you want to make a point to talk about your kids?
No.
What are you talking about their kids?
No. I'm telling you, the black man ain't involved with their kids as much as they should be.
But the white man is.
There's a bunch of white men is too, George.
So maybe
what I'm telling you, the statistics show the higher percentages is in the black community.
Wait a minute. What are they basing statistics on? Because if you leave your wife.
Incarceration is probably one of them, George. Incarceration is probably one of them.
Okay.
Don't blacks have a higher incarceration rate than white people?
But
wouldn't that make them a higher rate of fatherless homes, George?
Oh, boy.
Come on, man. You a smart dude. Keep up with me.
Keep up with you.
Yeah.
Bub, you're running in circles.
I ain't running in circles, homie. I'm giving you just what you want. You can't stand it.
Can't stand what?
I don't know. You tell me.
Ignorant.
Well, what do you think you look to me right now, George?
I know what I look to you.
You sound just as ignorant because you can't answer the question. You're supposed to be the lawyer, George.
See, that's what I'm saying. Bub.
No.
I didn't even try to get to this point, but I realized.
To what point? What point are we at, George? You asked me what I thought about kids.
No.
Don't get split out of the hole. Let's keep going, George.
You were talking about fatherless kids.
That's right. I told you.
And I was on your page, and you single posing with 2 kids. I'm talking about you.
That's right.
You're posing with kids that you don't live with. I don't give a damn about your
same money 6 months out of the year.
But 6 months out of the year, they don't live with you.
Your argument on,
no,
George?
they don't live with you.
I split up with my ex and my kids with me 6
I'm
months
trying to
out of the
figure
year.
what are you basing your
How many
argument
black
on?
people you know do that, George?
I'm asking how
many black people do you know do that?
Is it black people? See, that's the whole point.
Well, it's a white and black issue. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
No, you're not here behind white and black. You're here behind whether you
I am
are
here behind
big
white and black.
And a
It's not a
hypocrite.
big thing. I'm here because there's angry black people out there
Bub, it's
that do just what you doing now. That try and be intimidated. And try and do all this craziness and just expect the white man just to bow down to you.
It's a white man.
Yeah.
Bub, let me tell you something.
I mean, look at your posture. You done turn. You done
look at
square
your
up.
posture.
I'm sitting here on my
I'm trying to
headphones.
say, oh, but that's you sitting there with your own phone.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear anything.
No, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Let me tell you.
Right now, you've been spinning your wheels, buddy.
Especially if I can't catch grip on something that's not solid.
Come on.
You're not
Spit
solid.
the next question out. Everything I've answered was solid.
No, in your mind.
You tried to
let me
derail the conversation by saying, well,
Bub.
you ain't a dad.
No.
You ain't part of your kids ain't at home. You ain't this, you ain't that.
No,
You stood up on your soapbox because you didn't have a point to make.
I want you to understand that you're making a point about what black men are not doing. As if you
And it's backed by stats, George.
No, your stats.
No, it's backed by national stats.
Don't
George.
keep trying to stand behind white men and take
National stats.
Don't stand behind white men who are married and stay with their kids.
Go look at the national stats.
I'm talking about your stats.
Why?
Why are you talking
It
about
ain't about me.
It is.
It's about a whole black community.
It's
George.
about your white.
You. That's right, me.
You.
My shit's together, big dog.
Literally. So what you're saying together, you're talking about fatherless black kids.
You damn right.
And you have 2 fatherless white kids. And you got 6 months. The
they
other
ain't
6
fatherless
months,
at all.
they
See,
don't
that's
have
where
a
you're
dad
wrong,
either.
George.
But see, that's what I'm like. You
Is
understand.
this what you're going to make your argument about
It's
all
not an
night
argument.
about me being a father of my kids?
No, I want you to understand that you
This is the only point you came to make.
You
tonight?
don't have the standing to jump out here and
I
jump
got
on
to
somebody.
stand to do whatever the hell I want
No,
to. You want to know why?
you have the,
This is a free goddamn country, and I can say anything I want.
you can say it, but that doesn't mean you can stand
That's
on
right.
it.
The hell I can't. I'm standing on it now.
You're right.
I'm in your house, George.
I invited you.
That's right. And I came here, didn't I?
But look
Because everybody said, "Oh, you ain't gonna go over there." Look, Whitey's scared.
Bub, now.
Well, what's Whitey doing? I'm in your house, homeboy.
Bub.
Thank you for inviting me, by the way, George. I appreciate it.
But I'm the hard handshake and stuff, all that.
Yeah,
but
that's just me. You don't know me.
But it's not just you. You're trying to make a point that physically you can deal with me, and that's not at all a situation.
You know what this is, though?
But I want you to listen.
I'm gonna tell you what this is.
I want you to listen to something.
That's because I ain't always wore this suit and tie.
Bub,
and I worked about 10 years in the plants of my hands.
I got you.
Bub, done a whole bunch.
Bub, listen.
You worked out. It ain't my fault. You can't shake hands, George.
Bub,
shit. I can't blame you for everything.
Bub, listen, buddy. when you were texting me, I mean, you're talking about all this as if you're some big bad white man. But
I ain't big bad nothing. But I'm saying, I'm gonna speak my piece just like you gonna speak your piece.
Share the post that you sent me when I invited you. Share that if you want to give people the impression.
Share what?
Share the post that you sent me.
What, George?
About
ask
concern,
me the next question.
No, about concern about your safety.
Being a dad.
No.
I ain't concerned about nothing.
Well, why did you send me that?
Why didn't we go to Jonathan Workers restaurant?
You may not have been welcome there.
Oh, maybe I wasn't. Let's talk about that. Why am I not welcome?
I'm talking about why were you afraid to talk about angry black mob there? Why are you speaking like you're afraid? You come here and you get on there and you try to show the people that think you some big bad white man.
Then why didn't we do it in public in front of everybody, George? You think this makes a difference to me?
No, it doesn't. What I'm saying is you show
man.
But you wanted all kinds of
Is this what you brought me here to talk about this? Right now, you ain't talking about a damn thing. You damn sure ain't helping the back cause about what you doing right now.
A black cause?
That's right. That's what this is. A white and black thing.
It's not a white and black thing.
Sure it is. You're right. It shouldn't be. It should be a humanitarian thing.
But that's
we
not
should be all be looking at it from a good versus bad deal.
But, okay,
sure I do.
So
the problem is the black community don't like it when you call them out on what they do wrong.
Okay, well tell me this.
Yeah. I started with telling you they come from fatherless, a higher percentage of fatherless homes.
Okay. And
can we move past that point now?
Well, let's talk about that point. Does that make you feel?
Yeah,
no, I want to talk about. No, you want to end with it. We come from
no, come on, George.
I came from a fatherless home.
Me too, man.
So is that why you angry?
I had a great father figure though. No.
Is that why you're angry?
No, hell no, I ain't angry.
So you are the product of a fatherless home.
No, I was raised with my grandpa.
Who
was a great white man.
Let's try this. You are a product of a fatherless home.
That's right.
And you want to throw rocks.
Product from a white family.
I said, you are the product of a fatherless home.
Sure.
What in the hell are you talking about there?
Because you look at the stats, where are kids more successful? The mother and father in the home.
The bad part
is, dad or mom in the home, they better damn sure be involved. So guess what, George? You want your kids to get a little bit further in life? How about this? How about you stay together if you can? And guess what, George? If you can't stay together, something happens, you just can't see eye to eye. How about you both go your own ways, but be happy? Be one, George, and do a thing called what they call co-parent, George.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay, you asked me how I'm involved.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
no,
you asked what I think about it.
I'm asking you how I feel to be the product of a fatherless home. Well, how does that make
you feel? Good. You want to know why?
No, I do.
Because I'm gonna tell you this. It was a blessing in disguise, George.
It was a blessing that you didn't have a daddy.
No.
What's a
blessing? I did have a father.
No, you had a father figure.
I consider my grandfather.
You can consider whomever. Let's get a strict definition you use in your back home. See, what you need to focus on.
That's right. No, I'm talking about involvement.
No.
Because you told me I wasn't a daddy, because I come from a father's home. But my children are coming from father's homes, right, George? They don't live with me. But I told you how involved I am, but you don't want to hear that. So it don't make it's not part of your narrative, right?
Bub,
George?
You are a funny guy.
I ain't a funny guy. I can just talk the bullshit just like you, homeboy.
It is. But Bub, if I'm talking bullshit, it's out of humor.
I'm laughing the whole time.
No, but you're shoving the shit out of your mouth as if it's some kind of fact.
I'm hitting you with facts.
Do you know how silly you sound attacking black dads, talking about they need to be dads to their fatherless kids?
That's right.
And you're the product of a fatherless home?
That's right.
So why don't you tell white kids that?
I do.
No.
Hey, all you white people out there and all you worthless ass white dads don't take care of your kids, guess this. Get more involved with your families.
But see, you have a good relationship with them.
I don't have a good relationship with anybody, George. You know why? Because I speak my mind to everybody out there. I'm just like I'm speaking my mind to you today. And you probably get pissed off. And you probably do whatever you want to do. Well, good. Hopefully I can.
You can't piss me
off. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people out there do get pissed off at what I got to say. You know what I do? I speak from right here. Right here.
What does that mean?
See what this shirt says? What's it say?
I mean, it says all lives matter.
That's right. Read it again, George.
What's it
say?
What
all lives matter.
But let me ask you this: what prompted you to wear that shirt?
Why?
Yeah,
because that's what I've been trying to preach to y'all the whole time.
Who's y'all?
Black people.
You've been trying to preach to me?
Black people.
Well,
aren't you black?
Let me ask you this: why do you have to mention all lives matter? Is that just a response? I'm asking you.
Because all lives should matter. This is where the Black Lives Matter deal goes off the beaten path, George.
Talk to me.
Okay, because you say
I didn't.
Okay. When I say you and I
don't say me.
I'm gonna say y'all then, okay?
Don't say y'all.
Black people.
Just
sure
say not y'all.
It's freedom of speech.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
comfortable.
Yeah, you know why? Because I'm a country guy.
That's not
and y'all
I grew up in country.
Word,
yeah,
okay?
but you won't say y'all if you're talking about somebody that's something you want to be included in.
Would you like? It'd be better if I say black people.
Yeah, I like black people.
Okay,
yeah.
That's better for you.
Yeah.
Okay, black people. Back to black people. Where were we?
You about to tell me about Black Lives Matter, y'all?
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
What do you think Black Lives Matter means before I go forward? Tell me what you're honest. tell me your definition of Black Lives Matter.
Bub, you got the shirt on. It's more important.
I know. My shirt says all
exactly in response to Black Lives Matter. So you tell me what it means to you.
What,
that's
Black
what
Lives Matter?
That's what prompted you about all lives matter shirt, because you want to say I'm the anti.
Well, I think you get off base with Black Lives Matters as is.
Who gets off base?
The whole black community. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but you, George, are black. So I can include you by saying y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so whether the black community gets off base with Black Lives Matters are you not smart enough to understand that if your narrative is all lives matters and your narrative is let's think about things from a white and wrong point of view versus a black and white, take the color glasses off, right? Look at everything from a right and wrong perspective, okay? If you look at everything from a what's right and what's wrong perspective, doesn't it apply to everybody out there? Doesn't it apply to every race out there? So why wouldn't you say all lives matter besides just Black Lives Matters?
Are you through?
You tell me.
No.
I mean, you probably can go back to I'm a half-assed dad. I'm going to come from a father's home, but come on, let's go.
I was waiting until you were through with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm through.
That's what I'm asking. Are you ready for me to speak?
Yeah, I asked you to speak at the beginning, but you didn't want to tell me your definition of Black Lives Matters.
Are you through?
I mean, this is a conversation.
I have
you talk and I talk.
But not if you're talking.
Well, start talking and I'll shut up, George.
All right now.
Go ahead. Come on, man.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was born out of a sentiment where it appears from the way we are treated by the government that we don't matter.
Okay.
At our lives. You see, white property matters. We don't have to mention that.
What's property got to do with black? With this?
I
want you to define Black
you
Lives.
get what I'm saying? Didn't you say for me to talk?
I'm trying to keep up with you.
Wait until I hear the point where you can jump in.
You were defining Black Lives Matter,
and
right?
I'm going to give you.
And you start talking about property.
Let me explain something to you.
I'm trying to follow you, George. I'm just a dumb old white boy, redneck, right? You're the lawyer, okay? I'm trying to keep up with you. So maybe I interject every now and then and ask you questions to make sure I'm following you, George, okay? So when I'm asking you this, are you defining Black Lives Matters?
But
come on, man. I'm a dumb redneck. I got to make sure I'm following along.
Don't make yourself look dumb.
I'm not making myself look dumb.
Okay, because
no.
Don't make yourself
You're the attorney.
Dumb.
Won't you make yourself look smart? You got a whole audience out there.
I don't have to.
You might make some money if you come off.
I already make money.
Okay, well, that's good.
I want you to understand that. I already make money. I make enough money.
All right, come on.
I want to make a point to try to figure out what the gap is.
Wasn't your point to?
I'm talking
about.
I want
define Black Lives Matter.
But you interrupted that because you didn't like the definition.
Because you started talking about property.
Exactly, and I'm about to give you.
What else property got to do with Black Lives Matter?
It's got plenty.
Isn't it about equality?
White property.
Isn't it about equality?
White. You tell me.
I'm asking you.
White.
You've been asking me questions, man.
White property means more to America than black lives.
White property?
You will get sentenced to, if you will get sentenced to more time.
You don't raise your voice. I'm right here. Your audience hears you.
You will get sentenced to more time for breaching a white man's property than a police officer who is paid by the government, who is paid by the people, will get for killing a black man unarmed.
Well, George, I can tell you right now, that's something we can agree on.
So when we say Black Lives Matter,
that's right.
Now I'm gonna walk you to it.
Right.
So we know that you all's property matter, but when you start telling me that a black man can get killed by the police and the community have nothing to say about it, but when a black man breaches a white man's property, the government is ready to enforce martial law. Why don't they enforce martial law on the police officers who they have watched video over and over again, killing, already arrested? Because you see, they keep talking about resisting arrest. Bub, you can't resist arrest after you're arrested.
I agree.
Arrested means you have cuffs on you.
I
so
agree.
how you resisting arrest after you're arrested?
George, I'm not gonna argue.
And they're unarmed.
I agree.
They are killed wholesale. They are killed so much that white folks start to think that they can form their own vigilante group.
No.
As in Brunswick.
That's not what white folks are doing.
As in
It's
Brunswick.
not because of that.
As in
It's
Brunswick.
not because of that, George.
As in Brunswick.
You want me to interject now?
Not if I'm talking.
Okay.
Just
Because
that's interrupted.
what you're doing now is starting to spew hate. And I'm trying to tell you,
you're talking
that
about
white people aren't farming these things to fight against people because they're breaching people's property.
I'm gonna try this again.
Okay.
Let me finish
But
what
the
I'm
problem,
saying.
George, is we stood with you.
Who was we?
The white people, the white
What
majority.
white people? The white majority.
Because they
Now
killed the guy.
you like
the
stats.
white top.
You like stats.
They killed
the
the
white
guy.
majority.
Can
I
talk?
will if you're the stat man. Don't give me majority just because it feels good.
The white majority what?
Okay,
It's called a silent majority. We are the silent majority.
you know you said the white majority still
We
with
are the
us.
silent majority. We're white people. We make up the most.
Got you.
percentage
And
of
so the bigger percentage of
With
white folks
us,
still with us.
Us. Y'all, my peoples. Okay. We make up the majority.
The majority
So
of the
therefore,
people
I'm
still with us.
referring to them as the silent majority. What I was trying to tell you is
Did
this, George.
the
The
majority of them
silent
stand with us?
majority was with you.
What
okay?
percentage?
You know when you started going and doing these peaceful protests like you did in Ponchatoula today? Maybe you started doing it after you started burning churches. Maybe you started doing it after you started looting businesses. Here's the thing, George. I don't have a damn quarrel with the black community. If you want to go out there and riot, okay? If you attack, once you go attack a police office, once you go attack government buildings, once you attack things that directly affect the oppression that exists in this country. When you go out there,
White
and
privilege.
don't interrupt me, George. I ain't interrupted you.
Yeah,
now.
you
Come
did.
on now.
You did.
All right, well, I'm on. Don't
But
interrupt
you
me. I
did.
talk now.
White
When
privilege
you go out
is
there
the
and you
foundation for
start,
all of this.
when you white privilege my ass.
I know because you don't understand.
You know what? Why? Because I'm not black, right? That's gonna be the
No,
next word
because
out your
you
mouth.
enjoy
I've
the
heard that
privilege.
from every goddamn black person I've talked to.
And you
since
wouldn't
I
understand
started.
it either way.
That's right, because I ain't white.
But you're not white.
That's right, because I'm not black. I'm sorry.
You might not be white. What are you?
I don't know. I think I got a little Indian in me. That's probably why I can't drink too much whiskey.
But would you claim it?
Would I claim
If a
what?
white folks said that now you got to be Indian, all of a sudden you don't want to be
You're
Indian.
damn right. You want to know why, George?
I mean, would you
Because
claim
if I
it?
was a minority, you know what I'd be doing right now? I'd have my
You'd be
ass
running for your
construction
life.
right now. No, I wouldn't.
You'd be running
I
for your
wouldn't.
life.
Why?
Because you've enjoyed
Y'all
this
trying to
privilege.
scare everybody?
Let me tell you something. You've
Come on,
enjoyed your
you're
privilege
scaring
so
white black people too?
you enjoyed your privilege for so long, Bub, that it would literally make you jump off a damn building. I hear it in you. You are so entrenched in
You don't
all
hear
the
nothing.
benefits.
What you are is an angry black man like the rest of them,
And
George.
let's say I am an angry black man. It ain't
I know
costing me
you
nothing.
It ain't costing me shit being a proud white boy neither.
But you're not a proud white
I
boy.
am.
You're a misguided
No,
white
I ain't.
boy.
And you a misguided black man, George.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
But see,
Now can we move forward?
But
'Cause now it's just getting personal,
it
George.
started off personal.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it
It
did.
started off being white versus black. You
No,
said this ain't white
It
versus
started
black.
off personal when you start talking about black men and the fatherless
That's
this
right.
and
'Cause
that.
they ain't as involved in the kids' homes as they should be.
But your home grew up. You
Might
grew,
have a better success rate, wouldn't you?
but you grew up like that.
How many people on welfare, George?
Not
More
yet.
white people or black people?
White people.
Come on, man.
See, that's what y'all listen
Pull
to
the
this.
stats up.
Listen to this.
Pull the stats up.
This highly educated white man.
Yeah.
Bub, my phone about that. I'm about to plug. Do you need to plug your phone in?
Mm-mm.
Bub, I'm glad you brought that up.
Take another bottle of water. Bro.
Here, Bub, you say there are more black people on welfare than white people.
That would be my guess.
Wait a minute. Now, you like being educated on stats.
Mm-hmm.
Would it hurt your heart to find out that your stats are all fucked up?
No, let's see him.
No, I'm saying, would it
Let's
hurt?
see him.
No,
Don't talk about him.
do you know that the
You
majority
got a
of
phone
welfare
right there.
is
We're
middle
talking about
America?
it. Prove it.
You got a phone. Okay, you got two phones.
Prove it. Look up welfare stats 2020.
The large majority. Hold on.
Look it up.
You know what? While I'm doing that, see, now you got to know what I really want to talk about. Let's talk about affirmative
Wow, we're not
action.
going to talk about the stats you want to prove?
I said I'm looking for them.
Well, you ain't doing that right now, but y'all jacking. Look for them.
But look, how about this? Let's talk about affirmative action.
Let's talk about it.
What's your
We
thing?
ain't talking about Black Lives Matter no more, huh?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that
That
too.
didn't fit your narrative anymore. We moved past that quick, George.
You jumped on
I didn't jump on
welfare.
Only thing I've jumped on is the topics you brought up.
Welfare?
What about it?
I brought up welfare,
No.
but we own it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about all of these government handouts. What is affirmative action?
Me?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
asking you.
It don't apply to me. I ain't black, George.
You think? See, that's what I'm saying. You are.
That threw you for a loop, didn't it?
No, it didn't. It made me
Yeah, it
realize you're loopy.
No, I ain't looping.
Let me tell you something. You know,
Why would I have to know about something that does not directly apply to me,
it
George?
does.
I'm not black.
Your grandfather was white, and
That's right. My grandfather before him was white, and I think one was Indian. That's probably why I'm so dark.
But
You know
how
what I
about
mean?
this? I want to teach you
Is
something.
it, are you all black up your line, George?
Look, in America, 1% of black blood makes you black. So yeah, I'm all black.
Well, hey, now you stand with black people. Huh?
I'm all black.
Yeah, angry black man.
But I'm a happy, angry black man.
Yeah, I'm a
But-
happy white boy.
But
too.
you're so misguided, bro.
No, I'm not misguided.
You want to say affirmative action doesn't apply to you.
No, I'm not black.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
the definition of affirmative action?
No, I'm going to take
Tell
you
me
to.
the definition.
I'm going to take you to the birth of it.
No,
I
tell
don't
me
have to
what it
look
is.
that up. I can
Okay,
see
tell me.
you're in my arena.
Yeah,
Remember?
we're gonna get past those stats. Tell me about affirmative action.
There we go. But
Come on.
you see, affirmative action is a benefit that's derived to a group simply because they're a member of the group.
What groups? Would that be minority groups?
See,
No? Is it minority or majority groups?
Affirmative action.
Minority or majority groups?
It's a group that is identified.
Is it minority or majority?
I want to help you out here.
I'm asking for help. Minority or majority?
It's all groups that they identify.
Minority groups or majority.
Is a white woman a minority?
What is affirmative action?
Is a white woman a minority?
I wouldn't think so.
That's fine. So it's not a minority then.
No.
Okay.
So white men wouldn't be either, right?
No, I'm trying to help you out. If
I
you
am.
just let me, if
So-
you just slow your.
So it doesn't apply to white people, so I'm trying to make a point.
I want you to shut your
Does it
mouth.
apply to white men?
I'm gonna shut your mouth.
No, I don't have to shut up.
White women.
Look,
of
the
this,
angry black man don't scare me, George. I'm gonna look at you right now and say I'm gonna keep
Bub,
talking. Whether
Bub,
you,
it's not even about scared. I don't want to scare you.
That's right. You ain't doing it
But
either.
scare you, Bub. If it's about something physical, I'll invite you to that. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to scare you. That means you don't want it. I
Yeah.
want you to feel confident getting it. If that's what we're
I feel
doing.
confident however you
If
want.
that's, Bub, I don't even want to talk like that because, man,
Quit talking about
no,
it.
you keep talking about scaring you.
Define affirmative
You
action.
use
Now,
your
ask
energy.
this. Doesn't affirmative action apply to minority groups? Who would be the majority, George? Wouldn't it be white people?
Bub,
Am I a white person?
I'm gonna ask you again.
All lives matters. I'm just white guy, George.
But don't make it clear to everybody that you don't care to know facts.
Don't make it clear you're a lawyer and you ain't the smartest son of a bitch out there. I promise you.
I don't have to be the smartest. But it's just that I'm realizing I may be hitting off a sounding board here. See, affirmative action, white women get affirmative action contracts.
That's awesome.
But you're talking about, so does that offend you
That's
now
awesome.
that your white
Are
wife
they
is
a minority?
a minority of what? They pick, it's a group that is identified for the
Is it single
benefit.
white women? Or is it
White-
married white women?
See, that's what I'm saying. White
I'm asking.
women. White
Because when we
women.
talked about fathers now, you want to know why I was at the home the whole time, whether we were together or anything
No,
else.
let's get
So
back
right
to
now,
affirmative
I'm trying to figure out now if you're talking about
Okay.
married people.
White
Is this sticks to married people, George, or single
White
white women?
women.
Boy, you don't like when I use the same shit against you.
I have no idea what you're using. But Bub, I don't want you to try to match, to go up in the
I
arena.
ain't trying to match up.
No, what I'm saying is there's no way you
You ain't
can.
even in my arena, homeboy.
You're not capable of trying to play mental gymnastics with me. We can have a conversation, but I'm just telling you, Bub, white women get
We're not even
affirmative
having
action.
a conversation.
But no,
It's
why-
like
I
fucking
want you to
dragging a
understand.
wagon, George.
White women get
Speed the fuck up. You're supposed to be the smart guy here.
white
man.
women get affirmative action.
Okay. Are they minority? Is it single white women?
White women, married, single,
So married white women get
homosexual,
affirmative action.
bisexual.
What is that? So what is the definition of? Don't tell me who gets it. Tell me the definition of affirmative action.
It is a benefit that is given to a group simply because they are members of that group. And the first form of affirmative action that we can trace back is, you remember the GI Bill for World War II veterans?
No. George.
You don't know what the GI Bill is?
The what? GI Bill? Yeah, my brother gets it. He's in the military.
Okay, and why does he get it?
Because he's in the military.
And that's the only reason, he only has to be in the military. They give him something for free, right?
Is it because he's white, George?
I said,
Does
in
my brother
group.
get the GI Bill because he's white in the
I
military?
said, because he's in the military,
That's
bud.
right.
And what else
His
is,
wife is too.
and what,
She's an attorney, by the way.
that's good. What else is the requirement that you get the GI Bill? Only that you be in the military, a veteran, right?
I don't know. I'm not real sure with GI
I'm
Bill.
saying, okay, well, I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah.
When the World
Please
War,
do. You're a smart guy here.
when
Remember,
the-
I'm gonna ask questions, okay?
when the World War II veterans returned from the war, the federal government provided them with a way for them to get a stipend to go to school.
Okay.
Now, sounds like fair, right? All World War II veterans, everybody come home, right?
Sounds like any active military, any veteran, right?
Gotcha.
No matter what war they go to or anything.
Well,
Right?
it doesn't matter what color they are.
No, it shouldn't.
Well, what if you found out that the black veterans couldn't get the GI Bill? How do you feel about that?
I don't know, George.
You don't know how you feel
Was
about
I a
it?
part of that?
No, I have a
Was
question.
it wrong? Yeah, it's kind of like slavery, George. You
No,
remember
no.
100 years talking about how we oppressed you guys and put you in
No, that
slavery?
wasn't 100 years ago.
You're talking about a GI Bill had nothing to do with it. Was I even born? When was the GI Bill passed, George?
Let me ask you something.
When was the GI Bill passed?
Does
You know
that-
so much about it.
Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't bother
What you're
you.
asking me is this. You're asking me to be affected by something that transpired before I was even born. Do you sound how moronic and ignorant that sounds, George?
It does sound moronic and
It
ignorant.
does. It's coming from a black attorney in our community.
To an
Everybody's
idiot.
watching you.
To an idiot, it does sound moronic.
Why?
it does sound moronic to you.
Why should I be held responsible for something that happened before I was born? You understand what you're saying?
No, you were saying that affirmative action got nothing to do with you.
No, I asked you when it was started.
No, you start off with, I want
Why
you
are
to
you going back to affirmative action? You're talking about the GI Bill. You still like to skip around? Stay on the GI Bill. You're talking about the GI Bill. You're talking about affirmative action. Matter of fact, I got affirmative action on my phone.
The GI Bill is a form of affirmative action. And what I'm trying to tell you is, Bub, there's a whole lot of government help that white folks got just because they asked for it.
That's good. I would think throughout our time, our government has helped both white and black at some point in time.
Yes.
Yeah, put them over.
Because we don't have to see ourselves.
I got you.
Use yours to block mine.
Hook it up.
Wait a minute. I don't need everybody looking at me. How about that? You, and this look at me.
There you go.
Now, when you were asking me about my arrangement with my daughter.
Yes, sir. What I was trying to understand is
I'll explain to you.
Go ahead. Please do.
My daughter's 10 years old. My daughter's name is Georgie.
Okay.
My daughter and her mother and her stepfather we have a very...
That's all right. We're going. As long as we're live on one of them, LLC.
We have a very wonderful working arrangement as a mixed family.
Oh, white woman?
Mixed family, as in there's one household here.
Okay, gotcha.
And here's another household
here.
I'm
sorry. Am I mixed and you're mixed?
I am the mixed family, as in I'm her biological father, and her mother and I have a great co-parenting relationship.
Yeah, as
triangle. And then there's another leg of the triangle with her stepdad.
Okay.
So that's what we call a blended. Let me try blended. Mixed.
Yeah.
Was messed up.
Okay, got you.
Mixed. It's a blended family.
I got you. No, that makes sense.
She has 2 other siblings.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and the reason I brought up that about fatherless homes is that there's really not that much of a difference in the actual dynamic in black homes and white homes. The classification may be different.
The rates suck in fathers' white homes as well, I can tell you.
But what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to make a point here. When you are a white family and you get divorced, you have a fatherless white home.
I was never divorced.
I say a white family that is married and gets divorced.
Yes.
That is also a new fatherless white home. But it allows you to have to be categorized as a family, but you started out that way. So if a white kid loses his dad at 3 years old to divorce, it doesn't matter that it was to divorce. That's a fatherless kid. Period.
Okay.
That's all. At the
end of the
day, they're both fatherless.
I got you. But at the end of the day, we're talking about involvement, and that's where we're going with it. We're talking about the arrangement with your kid.
But that's what I wanted to try to distinguish.
The only reason I asked you about a schedule, George, is let me tell you about my.
You told me every 6 months.
I have a daughter that's 12 years old. Her name is Abigail June Tucker. Okay. Her middle name
mine is Georgie Tucker.
Yeah. Well, her middle name comes from her grandmother. All right. She's 12 years old.
Man, what happens if you just ignore it? Just blocks it?
I don't think you can ignore no caller IDs, but I've been getting those the whole time because they know I've been recording the phone calls, and it's
okay.
It's a black thing.
Man, you know what I mean? Well, see, why do you keep saying that, man? It's like,
man, because it's all that's calling me. I hadn't had white people calling me, bitching me about what I'm posting. It's all been black people that's calling me. That's why I keep saying it's black people.
But I'm just saying,
Come on, Jordan. I'm just being honest with you.
Let's say you're being honest.
I am. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm being honest with
you. But I'm just trying to say something, man. You can have your views, and you can strongly live your creed. You can live your creed with impunity. Living your creed and proclaiming your creed, they will start to conflict with each other. Yeah. I didn't say you'll have an internal conflict,
right?
But one may get in the way of the other and actually being able to be done in peace.
Yeah.
If what you want is peace, more than you want to prove that you're not afraid of turmoil, then you have to start moving a little differently.
Well,
and let me tell you something.
I can tell you this, George.
I just want to share this with you. I want to share this with you. You know, because
these are all your thoughts and views. Would you like to please answer one of these calls?
See, I don't want to.
No, you're live, but I promise you it's not a white person, dude.
But it doesn't matter who it is.
Why would you not want to call one of your own people and find out why they're angry? Why would you do this? Let's put it to the test. Let's answer the phone call, and you ask that black person, why are you so angry at this white man?
If they call,
just ask him that question.
Let's do that.
Just ask him.
Because I want to talk to you, and you will not.
I'm just gonna listen.
I'm trying to talk to you now, and you're being distracted by this, but I'm
not. It's distracting the feed. Look, there it is.
Okay,
answer.
I got it. Okay, put it on. You answer.
Hello.
That's the same lady.
Yeah, it's your friend, man. She knows you.
Okay, she hung up.
You see?
She hung up.
I told you, black person.
See. But this is what I'm about to tell you.
Shit. You see why? You see what I'm telling you when everybody tells me I'm the angry one, George? Look how much fun I've been having here tonight, dude.
Well, I want to act. And
you know why I have fun with it? Because it pisses people off more when you have fun with it. You just speak from the heart, George. That's it.
Don't answer it no more.
I'm not answering it. I keep trying to turn it off.
But this is what I'm.
Hey, if it goes off, y'all pick up on George's feed as well. I'm at about 17% on that phone, and some moron, George's buddy, keeps plugging in here. So, look,
we're going to be burnt on that one.
Yeah,
but
maybe you have a talk with her. If you know a person, pick up the phone and say, "Hey, could you stop calling?"
I just want to share something with you because at some point we both got to go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to.
We continue the conversation another day.
But. Yeah, but I want to have a conversation with you without this.
Yeah.
Because I think the conversation would be a little different.
No.
I think it would, but
I think it would be different from you too, though, George.
I said the conversation would be different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't say your conversation. The conversation.
You're right. Including both of us. I got you.
That's the only way I can talk about a conversation. Okay.
Man, I love messing with you attorneys, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, but I want to share something.
Y'all so sensitive because y'all think y'all so damn smart. Well, somebody that don't have the education that y'all got gets in y'all's brain, man. Y'all just it's funny, dude. I'm telling you.
But when you say
I definitely want to come do this again.
But when you say get in our brain, what do you mean by that? Because
I don't know, because y'all jump around on people and y'all try and confuse people with your language and your jargon. When you come up against somebody where you can't backtrack and do all this lawyer bullshit, it doesn't work to your favor. Y'all get pissed off about it, dude. I'm telling you, I've had some conversations with attorneys, and when you challenge their thought process and you challenge their intelligence, they get pissed off.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think that when you feel like you are winning all of these?
It's confidence, George. I'll tell you, it's confidence.
I'm saying, but when you're winning all these intellectual battles with attorneys, and you feel,
I don't know if I win them.
But what I'm saying,
my point across, though, George.
That's never.
It's never about winning a battle. It's just about getting people to hear you, right? Isn't that what you guys want, black people?
I don't know.
You want a voice, right? You want to be heard?
I don't know what you're trying to get to.
What you mean?
I mean, it's like you just.
I'm trying to figure out why black people are so goddamn angry at white people because they're proud of being white, George. That's what I want to know.
But
answer that phone to that moron that keeps calling. Your black friend.
That's your
and tell
issue.
her I called her a moron. It's not my issue,
But
George.
when you keep saying my friend, what makes you think?
Oh, look, there's another one. Look.
But you may be able to answer that.
Yeah, I will. Oh, watch this.
They remind you know who.
Hello.
Got rid of that.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
Okay, so the question is for you. So why is it that every time y'all having this conversation, why is it you people? Like,
because it's a white and black thing, right? you make it a white and black thing about standing behind Black Lives Matters. If I can just say everybody, if I can say everybody and say all lives matter, that wouldn't fit your narrative, though, right?
Okay, so if somebody
look, another black person.
Lives matter just because she died, everybody died.
What do you mean white people act like this?
They're not calling me. That's what I'm saying. It's the white people aren't angry at me. Listen at you.
My thing is this.
You don't have a thing. You don't want to support all lives matter. You want to support Black Lives Matters.
I'm going.
And all y'all's shit that you got going on, Black Lives Matters. What do you think the majority is, George?
I'm not talking about Black Lives Matters. Why? I'm not trying to talk
That's
about
what it's
that.
about.
No,
that's what all this started about. Because I'm saying all lives matter.
It started.
And you just want to make it Black Lives Matter.
Well, let me.
And I'm not empathetic to Black Lives Matter.
Let me tell you something, Bub.
I don't have to be empathetic.
Why do you keep talking about Black Lives Matter? Have I mentioned that one time? Why do you?
Why don't you want to talk to it? Talk about it. That's what this whole argument started over. This whole argument started over a black man picking on a white girl. Because she made a comment, a girl named Melanie Grisham by a man named AJ Frazier that screenshotted her post when a post that said, if you don't like this country, then leave. It didn't say, all you black people that don't like this country, leave. It didn't say all you white people that didn't like this country, leave. It didn't notate.
Okay, can I talk?
Nationality at all.
Can I talk?
When I'm done. Okay.
I'll let you finish.
Thank you. What it said is, if you don't like our country, you can leave. You know what the greatest thing about America is today?
What?
Is that we're full of democracy. And we're a free democracy.
Okay.
Where you can get off your ass and you can go to work, George. If you want to make something of yourself, get up and go to work.
Okay. Now,
that applies to every single individual out there. It applies to every single individual on welfare. It applies to all of them. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I just talked about the white people too, though, George. All those all those fatherless homes out there are white people, and the fathers aren't involved with their kids. Okay. Mm-hmm. They need to get off their ass and be with their kids too. Okay. I'm including white people. I hadn't heard you one time.
Okay.
Hold the black community accountable.
Okay, here we go.
And tell this one too, because I guarantee he's a black person. Watch.
Well, that was a white person. I was trying to help him.
Hey, will you please do me a favor? When you interrupt this feed, we can't make any comments or anything.
No. This is AJ Frazier.
Oh yeah, look, black guy, look.
Just hold on. This is AJ Frazier.
Oh yeah, okay, great.
But that's not for me. That's for you.
Okay.
No.
Good.
I want to talk to Bub and John as well.
Yeah, hopefully you include us both, because you know what? It's two black guys against one now, so I'm sure both of you want to agree with my opinion. But go ahead, let's go.
No. It's not two black guys against one. It's just me giving my opinion.
That's all it's been here with me, but you guys don't agree with it. So it's not a good thing when I agree with y'all.
It's really sad that you have a mental illness when you don't allow me to talk. Okay, so that's the problem.
AJ, spit it out, dude. Spit it out. We don't need you to grandstand on the soapbox. Spit it out. You were the one that made the comment and screenshotted Melanie Grisham's deal that said, what did it say, AJ? Repeat what it said.
This is your mental illness.
No, it's not. Repeat what you said. Let's talk about how it started, AJ. You as a black man screenshotted a white female's post, and then you shared it for all you other black people to look at, and then it turned into a mob mentality where it was, oh, this white girl, she's racist. You even called her job. She even had to delete her Facebook. Okay? That's mob mentality. Okay? What I did is, and what started this whole deal is, I then stood up for the white girl because she was getting mobbed by black people.
That's your problem.
I don't have a problem. You guys have the problem with me.
Look, let me tell you something, all right? I'm an educated black man.
That's awesome. What the hell's got to have to do with your post? If you were so gosh damn educated, AJ, let me ask you this. If you're so educated, how do you take a post that says,
hold on, yeah, first of all,
if you don't like our country, leave? How the hell does that apply to black people?
Hey,
that's how stupid you are.
Hey,
You're mad.
Bub.
I ain't mad.
Bub.
I ain't mad because you're supposed to be an educated black man. You're too stupid to realize that.
Bub, can we agree to do this?
I ain't worried. Look, that's our threat. Look, come to Ponchatoula. What the hell you gonna do?
See, this is what I'm saying.
Come to Ponchatoula and do what?
Bub.
Come to Ponchatoula. Talk about what you said, AJ.
See, that's no, y'all. We're just gonna ask you this, sir. I really don't want. Listen to me, AJ.
Every day,
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah, angry black people.
See, AJ.
Yes, I'm listening, sir.
Please don't do this.
Oh,
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Don't engage in this. How about that? You know how you feel. You know how he feels, right? What is the
right?
AJ, just let it ride.
I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Just let it go.
That one too. Look,
just let it go because I'm just trying to have a conversation with him, and I don't really.
We can't have a conversation because angry mob keeps calling my phone now.
But
okay, he's asked you to get off the phone several times. AJ, what are you still doing here?
AJ.
This is just like a cop telling a black guy, put your hands up, and you don't do it, and you end up getting shot. It's the same damn thing, AJ. You can't listen. You don't want to listen when the black guy asks you to do it either. That's why black cops shoot you too.
You all, this just got interesting.
Wow.
Now,
AJ's proving my point.
I'm trying.
AJ don't want to listen to commands from a black man or a white man.
You all, this just got interesting.
Yeah.
Bub, you are out of your ever-loving mind.
I ain't out of shit.
You just holler out anything, huh?
I'm holler out exactly how I feel, George.
But I'm saying.
Deal this all day.
But, I mean.
Angry mob black people.
But I'm saying.
That's the mentality.
Bub.
That's the mentality.
I know, but when I'm asking you respectfully to respect the fact that this is the number that people call for my after hours. I want you to listen to me.
These people call me 24/7.
I want you to listen to me. I'm telling you.
Listen to me too. Then.
I'm telling you, there's a client calling me, and you're still trying to talk about some dumb shit. I mean,
you
man,
think
all I'm saying is,
I'm talking about some dumb shit.
I'm saying you. That's not me. That's you. If you tell me somebody's calling your business, Bub.
I wouldn't take the call at 11 o'clock.
I'm not talking about what you would do, but if you did.
I don't do business at 11 o'clock at night, George. Sorry.
But okay, now, you know what? Y'all, this is over because, Bub, you about to piss me off. No, I'm serious. I'm not playing.
Angry black guy?
What I am now is disrespected, and I want you to leave my house.
Good.
Okay, because you're going to piss me off. All this bullshit you talking. Because you put all this bullshit you talking.
Ain't nobody bullshit.
You playing.
Nobody playing nothing new.
I'm just telling you. You
ain't telling me nothing.
You excuse, bro.
Well, thank you.
You excuse.
George, you ain't gonna scare me. You're not gonna scare me like getting another white person.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you say that?
Because that's what you're trying to do.
What I'm saying is you're getting disrespect in my house.
You can disrespect. You think you invited me here, but you think I wasn't gonna come in and not disrespect you, George? Come on, man, I'm white.
So that makes it disrespectful?
No.
That's stupid.
No, you get offended because I'm white.
I get offended because you're disrespectful.
I'll tell you what, next time we do this. It ain't got nothing to disrespect about, George.
This is my
I've been
home.
trying to listen to you all night.
No,
George.
I'm talking about.
All you did for the black community is sit out there and try and get you riled up and say this, that, and you help your cause.
My
No,
cause.
nobody understands.
I don't have
any
a
better than anything
cause.
else.
I don't have a
George, you should stand for your people, man.
But listen to you. You are talking in circles, Bub.
How?
You are a very lost person, man.
I'm not, George.
You are, and you don't have any other support. You are out here trying to
George,
drum
how
up.
much support do you think you got? You got Jonathan Ruffin.
Listen to what
You
you're
got
saying.
Marquez Spears, the candy man out here getting this set up for you, and you ain't worried about me?
Bub, you are a person who's seeking attention, and there's
I don't
nothing.
give a damn if none of y'all like another dollar. And every day, when I make another dollar, I get a little bit further in life. You know what it does? It makes me less
Carry.
No.
All I can
It
say
makes
is
me
this.
on people. I'll tell you what. If I thought the pastor in my community was out there, and I'm sure they do now on the white side too. I know how these churches work. Okay.
What you really don't know how much stuff works.
I know it is.
Because what I do know is that the bravado that you displaying, man, is nowhere near who you really are. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, George, I would hope this. I would hope the level of expertise that's on tonight is not what kind of attorney you choose. And I'll leave it at that. Well, I'll tell you what you do, George. Here's what we're going to do. You're an old man, I'm an old man. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll keep it civil. We'll both sign waivers because I know you're an injury attorney. And we'll climb both our big asses in the ring and we'll slug it out. Saint dude, put down your starting up live deal and let's do it. You put it on there. Why? You want me to? Why? Because I look like the angry dude? You tell me I never had a fight in my life. You ain't never had nobody punch you in the mouth, neither, George. Put it on St. Jude. Climb your big ass in the stage and let's do it. Don't talk about it, see about it. Yeah, stop talking.